Yeah. You guys know the deal. We should be live in T minus some amount of secondos. Words. Yeah. I don't know what you guys know how it goes here. I don't know what I wanted to do right now. This was a fever dream. I wish it could be good, but it's not, you know? You know, I do kind of think we only need to replace one piece of this team to make it good. This team was a fun idea to come up with, but is it actually good? You know what I'm saying? So, I do want to try Eternatus Kyogre. I think it is a strong duo. It's just, this is all a bit much. You know, I've kind of said it before, but I'm not necessarily good enough or in practice enough to be able to build super off meta stuff and expect myself to do good. However, I can build pretty meta stuff or kind of meta stuff and do okay. So we got that going for us. So a Pokemon that I was thinking about recently is Samurott. Hisui Samurott is just a Pokemon I've never gotten around to using and one that I find quite interesting. So, kind of what I was thinking about with Hisui Samurott is Hisui Samurott, you don't, I don't necessarily want to run water with it because, I don't care to double dip my water in that way. I feel like I could find better things to use than Samurott if that was the intention. So we kind of have... Sorry. We have, Samurott just being able to, check the check the Calyrex Shadow. I don't know what I was thinking. I remember this being the core that came to my head when I was trying to build Samurott the other day. But, I'm having trouble re-articulating why these seemed like the right legendaries for the team. Because, it doesn't seem like a Kyogre team, that's first and foremost. You could make it a Psy spam team with, Calyrex Shadow, but then you'd probably get rid of Sucker Punch, right? So, you don't want to get put to sleep, so that's kind of where the Miraidon part of it comes from. And then, because I don't want sun, and I don't really want water, I kind of figured, Ho-Oh could be good. But, what up, Goober? We are big chillin'. And yeah, so that's just kind of where my thought process came from with landing on this team comp. At least the beginning of the team, because we haven't finished building the team, right? So, I don't think that Ho-Oh is particularly the best option. I'm also not seeing where my Fluttermane is, and I feel like I should have seen it by now, so maybe I just... Like, there was those ones over there, but they weren't the... There it is, okay. Nice. It's good to hear. I think I... Does it say 30-second delay? Either way, like, there is a 30-second delay, so just keep that in mind that I will answer you in a 30-second delay fashion. But yeah, good to hear that you're doing well. So, the idea with Sir Flubistermine over here was, I was kind of... Oh, but no, that's not for the Samurott team. I think I have a lot of different ideas in my head all at the same time, and then I start to confuse them together. So, what I was thinking was, I was thinking about a Groudon team. And, I was thinking that Specs Fluttermane could actually be really interesting with Groudon. Or Koraidon, technically. Yeah, right. We got the 30-second delay. So you hear everything 30 seconds after I say it. But I was thinking that Fluttermane is... Like, Specs Fluttermane just seems interesting because one of the things that is good about best of one closed team sheet is that you can utilize using moves that people don't expect to your advantage, right? So, like, in some instances, you might benefit from just running, Specs Fluttermane with Shadow Ball, Power Gem, Moonblast, and, like, either Thunderbolt or, like, I don't know if it gets Grass Knot. Energy Ball is an option, right? But, it gets those coverage moves that are useful to have. So, it's just like, all things considered, you could. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Let's take a look at what we got going on here. Scurvy. I don't know why it came into my head, but it did. I think, like, Iron Crown is really interesting, but I feel awkward implementing it, particularly on this team. Iron Boulder Dew, like, it's not like there's anything particularly wrong with Iron Boulder Dew. I just, like, I don't know. I don't think these are my guys right now. So, yeah. I mean, what's probably gonna happen is, like, if I stare at this team for too long without coming up with something that I really feel comfortable with, I'm just gonna, like, I'm just going to shift over to playing. I'm just gonna play matches instead of team building. So, yeah. So Iron Jugulus, is a Pokemon. It's not necessarily the one that I desire to use right now. I think what it is Yeah, I'm just having trouble thinking of a good, like... I'm having trouble thinking... What up, the Ghost Bunny? I'm having trouble thinking of a good rest of the team without just, like, going to standard synergies, I guess would be the way to put it, right? Like, just, like, being like, oh, let's use Ogerpon. You know what I mean? Ogerpon's good. So, you know, we could throw on Ogerpon. We want a fake out user, so we could do Iron Hands. We could also do Ensign. I don't really like Ensign on this team. I don't necessarily like Rillaboom on this team. So what we would be left with first would be Iron Hands. Then we would search for more niche fake out users. If we do feel that bent on keeping fake out, we don't need it. You don't have to have fake out. But, you know. Sneasler, I actually think would be a very good option for fake out. If we're really trying to scrape the barrel here. Not that you need to call it scraping the barrel. I don't think Sneasler sucks, you know? Like, Sneasler's okay. Don't put disrespect on me. Like, so yeah, Sneasler, Ogerpon, Iron Serpent, Samurott, Ho-Oh, and then I'd like to have something with, like, Defiant. Excuse me. I'd like to have something with Defiant or Competitive. Would not be bad. Just to kind of ward away what people would like to do to be annoying, right? So I could pick up the boy. This is not my Scarf Annihilate, so I think if anything you would want Scarf Annihilate on this team. I just think, like, Scarf Annihilate is the good Annihilate right now. That actually might have been my Scarf Annihilate. 140. Huh, okay. I guess that was my Scarf Annihilate, but it just wasn't trained correctly because I think you need 139 with Scarf, right? If you want to outspeed Calyrex Horn's version, you need... Okay, no, but I remember, so I changed it from 139 down to a lower number because I was trying to get a coaching that was slower than something, which is like a really weirdly specific thing to want to do. I think I was like trying to be slower than Dragapult or something. So, yeah, I don't remember, but like, if I did want to use this boy, I would technically have better options. At least as it stands without, like, IV training. So, let me just continue looking through some things really quick. And then we will choose one last Pokemon. And then I'll decide if I actually want to use this team right now, or if I want to use something. But yeah, I don't always know what I want to do when I turn on these streams. We're just kind of having fun, right? So I appreciate those of y'all who tune in. Yeah. Alright, so getting back to the regular scheduled programming. We got Fire Flying, we got Water Dark, we got Electric Dragon, Grass Rock fighting Poison. And then, I mean, it's not like you can't double dip. Like, you can double dip types, you definitely can. But I kind of like not to sometimes. It's just a way that I enjoy team building, although I do acknowledge that it's not necessarily optimal to always act like that's the right thing to do. So yeah, let's just kind of start looking through our Pokemon and see what might look good in that last slot. So, I mean, Wigglytuff, is a Pokemon. I don't think it's good right now. Yeah, you get it, Goober. We're just having fun here, I don't think Wigglytuff is the answer. I'd like it. We could let's just bring out our good old friend Flubistamine for now. If we are running Flutter, we need a booster energy. I'm sorry that I keep doing this, I need to just remember to mute myself if I feel like I need to cough or something, because it happens. I did it. Okay. So, we go find our friend. What's his face? We swap out the Psychic Seed for Electric Seed. We look for Fake Out and or have to manually teach it Fake Out, which sucks, but whatever. That also is if I really want Fake Out, because I kind of like Protect. Do I actually care about Fake Out? Maybe I want to play a game or two without it. That's kind of how I feel. So, Dire Claw, Throat Chop, Close Combat, Protect. Flutter Mane doesn't really help us ward away Intimidate, but it's fine. We have Ogerpon, we have Samurott. I will just Aqua Cutter and Incineroar in the face. And click Dire Claw. So we do. Sorry, I got hiccups for a second. We do only have two. What do you call it? Special attackers. But that's not necessarily a problem. Booster Energy, Electric Seed, Cornerstone Mask, Specs or Assault Vest. Oh no, Assault Vest. So Specs, and then Covert Cloak. I mean, I feel like I should take away Recover for Protect, is what I think. And then, what would I run? Life Orb? I don't know. Let's start with Covert Cloak for now. But I think more than likely first off we need to give Ho-Oh a Terra, so that's a thing. But yeah, so where's an assault vest? Alright, assault vest samurai. Specs serpent. We might also think of this as a like dual mode team. Wigglytuff has been good, Goober. Wigglytuff has been good. In Sword and Shield when Wigglytuff got Ally Switch, I used it in the global or the whatever the global challenge was called back then. My team was Calyrex. Well, I had two versions of the team. It was the Calyrex Ice and a Kyogre version. I used the Kyogre version first, so it was Iron Ball Kyogre, Life Orb Vikavolt, Wigglytuff, Slowbro, Mudsdale, and one more that I'm not thinking, Torkoal. So it was actually a dual weather team, dual weather Trick Room, and a lot of the times I would start Wigglytuff Slowbro and click Ally Switch Trick Room on turn 1, and then I would like Dynamax Vikavolt and one-shot Dynamax Calyrex Ice with Life Orb Max Flutterby. So it's fun times, you know. Those were days for sure. But I also built a version of this team in Scarlet and Violet that worked kind of well. So that was fun. There was a period in Regulation G, in early Regulation G, where people were using like Urshifu, Miraidon, and stuff like a lot. And I found that Wigglytuff was like the perfect counter to like Incin, Miraidon, Ursh, like dumb stuff, because they would just give me a competitive boost, and then I would just like set Trick Room and click Dazzling Gleam and Hyper Voice, like. So it's like, what do you really want from me? It was fun. Alright, let's get this Ho-Oh a Terra. So the two Terras that I think are the best for Ho-Oh are Ground and Fairy. You could also do Ghost depending on your team, but Ground and Fairy. Grass is okay. Water's okay. Water is okay. Or I mean, Ground is okay on like a Miraidon team. Ground is not okay on a lot of other teams. Just doesn't really, it's like, it's suboptimal. So we do have Fairy. We have Ground. Okay. So I am kind of leaning towards trying the Ground Terra because I like the way that it works, like catching people off guard. And then you can also run it with, like, if you wanted to do Ho-Oh, if you wanted to do like Ho-Oh plus a Telepathy Mon, which, let's be honest, you're probably not going to want to do that much, but like you could, you know, you could do Ho-Oh plus Dialga or Ho-Oh plus Palkia. And I actually think Ho-Oh Palkia Horse seems kind of interesting. And then running Ground Terror Earthquake. Style. So, Ogerpon Rock is interestingly good into Groudon. I mean, it kind of makes sense that it would be good into Groudon, but I just like the fact that most Groudons are running Fire Terra, so like if they Fire Terra, you just click Ivy Cudgel. That's the word, right? Cudgel. I am a frequenter of the word Sudgel, which is not a real word, and I get corrected a lot on it, and it's like my one thing that I'm bad at, or I'm bad with saying, even though I shouldn't, or I should be able to remember that it's the wrong word. You guys get what I'm trying to say, right? Like, I'm not one of those people who like mispronounces things on purpose just to like get engagement or whatever from the viewers, but that is the one word that I continue to accidentally say wrong. I say Sudgel. It's a Sudgel, dude. Yeah, so we finished, you know. That's what matters. So what are we working with for rental teams? Let me look at my rental teams right now. I just want to know what I might use if this goes too poorly. Okay. So we've got Eternatus and we got Eternatus and Calyrex Horns. I do like this team a lot. I was considering building a new version of it without Screamtail, so that's something we can do. I don't think I'm going to use the Koraidon Zacian team right now, just not. That's just not really what we're doing, I feel like. I like the idea. I'm glad that we've seen some people in Japan follow my lead, or whatever I want to call it, follow suit, and like also trying the Koraidon Zacian lead, because like it does, like there is weird ways in which it makes sense, like except for the Sun anti-synergy, like Koraidon Zacian is actually a very interesting duo. Like it just, Zacian's not good in Sun, like that's it's the whole thing. Like besides that, interesting. So, Calyrex and whatever, this is the team that we will more than likely be using if this doesn't go well. I like this team. It works. It's scary. Like, this is cool and all. It's, you know, whatever. Like, so with that being said, let's get at it. Got the dog on the ground right now. Dog on the ground. Could let it up on the couch, but I don't know. It's that time of the month for a dog, you know. You got a girl dog, you know. It's like, oh, right. So maybe don't get up on the couch right now. So yeah. Alright, so this looks good. Let's do it. Alright, let me start recording. Raichu! Ah. Very cool, very bull. Oh, dude. Alright, There's a lot of things that I don't hate starting here. I don't hate, like... I don't hate, like, Sneasler plus Iron Serpent. But I also kind of like just going straight for Samurott. I think puts a lot of pressure on their team. Right? So, like, hypo-theoretically, this looks like a kind of nice lead. And then it's like Sneasler in the back, but if they just set up Trick Room, like, I'm kind of orphed a little, so we're going to be playing the waiting game. And that's kind of why leading Sneasler seems better. Okay, so we might have led the wrong lead. I think that's kind of what I'm trying to say here. Like, Sneasler might have been a better lead, but I'm interested in trying Samurott here. I just think Sneasler doesn't have any play if we end up in Trick Room and things go poorly. So they start Kyogre Flut. I would have liked Sneasler more versus this in some ways, so yeah. So here's something interesting that we can try. I'm going to... Electro Drift the Flutter Mane and just click like Sucker Punch this turn. So I'm thinking that they're gonna like Terra something, yeah, so they're gonna go for big damage here. This actually kind of seems really bad for me, I'm gonna be honest. I gotta really hope that my boy can live something here. That sucks. Live. God dang it. Alright, fret not, friends. We are not in a bad position. We are only in a suboptimal position. You know what they say. It's not the end of the world. Alright, so they're definitely gamed on us here. Let's be honest. We're definitely getting gamed on. Even worse, they're probably just gonna moonblast my what's his face, right? So they go right. Calyrex Horn. So there's a lot of like dumb things that I can do here. There's always dumb things. Yeah. So like I'm playing very badly here in the sense that like I'm literally just letting my opponent get away with things. Yeah, so I'd really like to just get rid of Amoonguss this turn, honestly. Yeah. So, at worst, our opponent has Iron Ball Kyogre, right? Iron Ball Kyogre would be very bad. But something that is also not helping my situation here is the fact that I have Unburden, right? So like Sneasler is not really in a good position. Basically, if I can live this Glacial Lance, we have a chance, and we're slower than the Coyote. Yeah, that's it. That's it. So basically, what can I do here? I could try to get a Night Slash KO. That's basically my only like option. And then try to get a like a Dire Claw Sleep. Let's just see how much this does. That's the real thing, right? Unless they have Iron Ball. Yeah, trash. Absolute trash. like, come on, Samurott. Come on, Samuel. You gotta do more than that. You have sharpness. Like, you literally have the sharpness. You're gonna tell me you can't do more than that? Like, I did play poorly though. Can we just, we gotta take that in stride. I did play poorly. In some ways. Not in other ways. So we'll give it one more. I mean, I'm not that worried about it. We lost one. It's a suboptimal team. We already know that. We can use the scary, annoying stuff in a second. But that opponent knew what they were doing. They tried. This is interesting. This is some scary, back stuff with Scale Shot and Arch, right? So they've got their ideas for sure. I don't like having to match their Tailwind, really. But I will. Yeah. Whenever I do these like really fast team building sessions, it's like half of a good team. It's like the idea is getting there. It's just not like there. I want to start getting rid of this thing, so. Yeah. So the thing that sucks about this situation is we can click Brave Bird and then, like, yeah, Moonblast. Yeah. This won't KO? It does? Okay. Excuse me. think this is the right play. This should KO. Yeah. Like, technically, I could have gone for Dazzling Gleam there. Just didn't feel right. So I'm making a really risky play here, but I think it should be able to pay off, maybe. Like, never mind. I got goobed by the goob. You see how we worked that in there? Good. No. Yeah, this sucks. So let's stop using this team because I don't like losing. So like I was saying, we have a really strong team with the Eternatus. I just don't know necessarily if I want to start using it. I was just thinking I would kind of like to change Screamtail off the team if I do want to use it, so... Alright, I wish this was good. Alright, so scrap this. Where's my Eternatus? So Eternatus... Eternatus Calyrex. I think there was a different Urshifu somewhere. I guess not. Feels like there should be a different Urshifu somewhere. But... yeah, here it is. I wonder if I have an assault vest in my items. Nope. Okay. But that was the team anyways. And then we have Suicune. We should check at least the Terra. I'm assuming that it's the water one. I'm also kind of just, you know, I'm sure you guys can tell. For those who are popping in and popping out of the stream, I'm just kind of taking it easy, you know. I don't have a big schedule. I use these times to just relax and play, since I don't really play that much anymore. So, Suicune, kind of whatever, in my opinion. Like, if anything, that's the part of the team that feels blah, right, is the Suicune. But that's why I was thinking at least we keep these 4, you know? So, we keep these 4 for sure, and then we can consider switching off Suicune and something else. So, could do Zapdos. I do think Zapdos is interesting. Just, we do have the Urshifu already, so seems a little redundant. But it's nice that it does get the Grassy Seed right off the bat. Zapdos is a very interesting pick that nobody is using, if that makes sense. Like, I'm not going to sit here and call it good. I'm not going to sit here and call it bad. I'm going to say pretty much no one is using it right now. So, yeah. I think Grimmsnarl is good on a team like this for sure. So wherever my Grim is. Yeah, so Grim. I think Ting Lu looks good on a team like this, but like it doesn't necessarily have to be Ting Lu. Could be Wo-Chen. Ruination just looks nice. Why not use Mouse Hold? That's how I feel. I like Mouse. I like the Mouse Hold. Light Clay, Citrus Berry, AV, Focus Sash, Light Orb, Cobra Cloak. Okay, so this team is ready to go. We just need to decide if we want to take Suicune off, right? And who would be our preferred Tailwind user if we are not going to be going that route. I actually thought that, like, Thunderous felt really interesting when we were trying it the other day. It's just mainly, like, for the Volt Absorb, you know? So, I don't really think that it's particularly good. It just, you know, it exists. So besides that, I remember I was considering building a Talonflame team with something. I think that was part of it. So it was like the Miraidon Talonflame. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking the Miraidon Talonflame. But no, because then you don't need Ho-Oh, so don't listen to me. Yeah, I mean, like, you just really don't need Dual Wing Beat right now. But you do need Feint. So Tailwind, Taunt, Flare Blitz, Ray Bird, or you take off one of these moves for Feint, basically. We can make use of Taunt, so I think, like, for now, this seems like the right thing to do. You could also run no item acrobatics. I mean, like, I'm not saying you can, not saying you can't. I'm just saying if I have Covert Cloak Eternatus, seems like a decent use to me. And Focus Sash Urshifu. Alright, so let's just rock with this for now. And then if this goes poorly, I'm using Terrapago. Because my turtle doesn't let me down. Turtle don't let me down. Alright, let's see if we can get better luck with this team. I mean, that's, it's gonna be hard to lose to that, it feels like, so. Nevertheless, they could have Belly Drum Snorlax, so. Let's start these two with, the boy. And just in case. So if they start Snorlax, we know we have a problem. They start Gyarados to Drio, so whatever. Don't love it, don't hate it. They have... I'm definitely just gonna Wicked Blow this Gyarados right away. I don't trust it. There's also a chance that I don't KO the Gyarados. And I think there's actually a pretty decent chance, depending on the training, that I leave them in the red. Okay. So that happened. Freaking Scarf Gyarados. Scarf Max Speed Gyarados. Alright, my best play here is just to click Recover and then Wicked Blow to Drio, I think. Like, I'm playing kind of fast-paced, which could bite me in the butt, but I think they should be worried about Eternatus. But we've clearly seen that they have weird stuff. So, okay. Double attack lowering, quick recover. Let me just Wicked Blow them. And they do have Sash. Okay, I respect that. I don't respect it. Okay, so I'm not gonna be surprised if we see like crunch. This just feels like one of those times. If we're lucky, they have not crunch. And they just have like... I acted like this was gonna be easy, and look where we are. Like, this was not easy. That's good, because they probably have citrus berry. No? Okay. GG's. A well-timed earthquake could have been the death of me there. That team was not nice. Endeavor's a real strat, though. You gotta admit that. Endeavor is real. And I disrespected the Dodrio. Oh man, these teams. He said Barraskewda go. Alright, Barraskewda. I think I'm gonna start Coyote or Suicune and like Suicune Grim. This feels like a match that I could win without bringing a legendary. But in reality, I'm just kind of torn on which legendary feels the best. Lock in. Suicune's gonna put in work, I promise. Yeah, that's... Go, Suicune. I'm eating. You thought I wasn't eating, I'm eating. That. Crit. Yep. Okay, so that might lose us the game. I really needed to not get crit there, kind of. Outlive this. Okay, so we're doing good here. Should have Calyrex in the back. You go for Grassy Blood. I'm gonna be honest, I think we go for the same play. No. No. We can go for Woodhammer. This is fine. Yeah. Because I want this damage. Told you guys that was gonna work. You didn't believe me. Told you. Rillaboom might live. We both live. Check Grassy Terrain, 2 turns. Yeah, it's over. I'll just... Yeah. GG's. Alright. Yeah. That's how it goes. So now that we're back to neutral, one more win and we will get to Master Ball to you. Or I mean Ultra Ball to you, which would be nice. Got a pretty scary looking team here, however, with freaking Koraidon's stuff. I don't hate starting Eternatus, I just think we need to be really careful, because we might find ourselves in what they call a vehicle. So, what are we gonna do to not be in pickle? We need to be really careful about a few things here, actually. One of them, of course, is a Moongus. But Koraidon feels pretty strong. Like, Koraidon Walking Wake feels really strong. Insyn the Scotus, that's fine. So this could be bad, because I'm not setting up Reflect. The Thunder Wave is nice. It's just like, I don't know if it's the best. Because they are just going to take out Grim. So, like, if I'd set a Reflect, I could have lived that, and then I could have Thunder Waved them next turn. So it's just potentially like an inadequate use of resources. We do have them low enough that I can basically just bring in Urshifu, which is good, right? Like, yeah, I can bring in Urshifu. Bring in Urshifu, go for Dynamax Cannon here, and then just close combat them to cover like a what if scenario, basically. Yeah. But realistically, we should be in a pretty good position here. Actually, mainly because they had Life Orb. The Life Orb chip means that I feel more comfortable clicking Dynamax Cannon and getting this KO. Yeah. So... we get that KO, we get the close combat KO. At least we should. Yeah. So everything is falling into place. Heatran is interesting for sure. Walking Wungus. So Walking Wungus is a little bit scary, but I think, like, at this point, I can basically just go for a surprise Terra and click close combat. Because the main problem is Dynamax Cannon, right? Like, there's not actually another problem besides Dynamax Cannon, or I mean, Draco Meteor. So Dynamax Cannon should one-shot them, probably, yeah. I mean, like, the only way they wouldn't live, or they would live, is if they're very bulky Assault Vests. So. That's impressive. That, I will get, is impressive. Because if Heatran can live, Incin, you know, in some world lives. Kinda got me there, I'll be honest. You kinda got me there. But luckily we have a Fist of Witches Unseen and we have Recover. Yeah. And either way, we had Calyrex, the Horns version, in the back. So that will be us graciously leaving Ultra, or Great Ball tier, and getting to Ultra Ball tier. Yay! So, I could have ended it there, but whatever. We'll keep playing. Keep playing just a little bit. Right. Alright. So this is scary. I like starting, like, Grim... Yeah. Yeah, I don't hate Grim Eternatus here. Rillaboom... There's a lot... They have a lot to disincentivize Rillaboom. And they also have a lot to disincentivize Calyrex. So, that makes my job difficult, because I really like the way Urshifu looks here. See how this goes. We need to be really careful around the Volcarona, I think, is the main problem. Like, my best answer to Volcarona is Wicked Blow. So, like, if it gets too dicey, I basically have to just, like, bank on my Sash. But I'm gonna paralyze it, like, right away, if I have to, basically, so. More than likely, I'm gonna go for Light Screen first, but you get what I'm saying. Light Screen, paralyze, things like that. Alright, this is good. We like this. Dark Bear. Old dog. We got the Dork Bear. Alright, so Light Screen. Cosmic Power. And I could see how Dark Bear would be good on, or I mean Water Bear like could be good on this team, but Dark Bear has been really doing work for me these days. Perfect. This is what we wanted. They didn't know we wanted this, but we did. I'm thinking they should... Okay, that's like... It's really annoying, but I don't like think it loses us the game. So they go for the farting shot. I think that totally makes sense. If you're in the ops scenario. I would have liked to get more for all of that, if I'm being honest. Like, those exchanges didn't feel great. But it is what it is. Start forcing hands here, my guy. What you think I ain't gonna force hand? Think I ain't out here forcing hand? I could have gone for Sludge Bomb, but, you know. So, saw that coming a mile away. So this is going to be a very interesting game. We are kind of losing right now. I will be honest. Bring out Rillaboom. Right. Okay, so another wasted turn, which is really unfortunate. Like, now we basically just go for this and, like, accept that it's the wrong play. Because we're kind of losing, right? Like, they have the Fairy Terror this turn. If I'm lucky, they'll take me out. Yeah. Bring in some. I don't know if they've figured out that I'm Covert Cloak yet, so that's why I'm playing the way I am. They actually do that. That sucks. I'm losing. I'm gonna lose this one. So now my hope is slow Lunala, which I don't think it is. My hope is slow Lunala, Woodhammer, Sludge Bomb, KO. You get a crit. Okay, the crit helps a lot. Like a lot. Because now it gets pesky for them. Very, very pesky. I think it's still worth feeling out what they have. Volt Switch is smart. It's kind of like always the right play. So we should see Parting Shot as well. Which is annoying, but it is what it is. Yeah, so Parting Shot. I'm gonna take a turn here to target Miraidon just to see how much damage we're doing. I think it's kind of important at this point, because they should not Volt Switch in my opinion. They should go for Fake Out Draco Meteor or something. Electro Drift. So let's see if this is a 2-shot. I think it should be. Maybe. Close. No. Alright, so we should lose. I would have to literally get another crit. Yeah. Alright, so, I mean, like, it's unfortunate because we, again, made some bad plays. Like, I had multiple turns to click Sludge Bomb instead of clicking whatever, like, you know. So, it's like, it all adds up in the end of the day. The not clicking Sludge Bomb, the not clicking whatever when you could have. Yeah. We were fighting an uphill battle the whole game. That's really what it comes down to as well. So let's give her another one. Like, we got lucky enough with that Lunala crit. And I'm just trying to think, like, what we could have done otherwise. Right. Okay, so Ho-Oh, Koraidon, Okidoji, Venu, yeah. Let's try starting Grim. Let's actually try starting Grim Suicune with Calyrex and Eternatus. So, let me try to reel my head back here. So what does Suicune really add to this? Like, I'm starting Tailwind and Thunderwave, which is kind of awkward. But, like, more than likely I'll be going for Tailwind Screens, right? Because they go for Koraidon Walking Wake, which does not threaten Suicune. So I might as well go for Reflect this turn, and then go for Tailwind. Yeah, so they made the safe play. I respect that. They basically made the play that, like, should get a KO either way. Let's try bringing out Calyrex right now. It's a bit awkward, but I don't hate it. The real question is, should I click Protect? Would there be any benefit to clicking Protect? Snarl could have been nice. Snarl could have been nice for sure. They go for Snarl. Alright, so we KO Walking Wake, which is kinda nice. I don't know what to expect right now. Like, because I'm playing, like, really greedy, if that makes sense. Which isn't really good. We do get them to Terra Okie Dokie, which is good. Of course they have a Dark Terra Okie Dokie. Just our luck. We scald them for negative damage. I think we go for... At this point, the right play seems like Cosmic Power Scald. Because, like, we're not actually in a bad position. We just need to leverage our cosmic powers correctly. That's the start of it, is them switching out. The switching out helps a lot. So we go for cosmic power. If I get a burn, that's pretty much, like, the best case. No. Alright. This is going okay. Sunlight fades. We quick recover. We try to scald them again. If we're lucky, we get a catch on something. Burn. Dang it. Alright. We will do this, I promise. No. Alright. Be a brave bird. Be the brave bird you know you can be. So let's see. I think at this point, kind of just like Dynamax Cannon, go for the Scald Burn. So, you know, I mean, Suicune, you know, don't count me out. Suicune's annoying, but I might have something else in the back, like, I don't know. I don't remember. Burn. Yeah, yeah. Take that, Mingy. Freaking Bonnie knew over here. Freaking Bonnie knew thought he was gonna do things. No, I'm pretty sure these are my last two, but we got this. Alright, Bonnie New, show them what you got. The other team is Bonnie New, so we actually don't want Bonnie New to win this. We are saying no to Bonnie New today. Go shot. I live those. Freaking Bonnie New. Hey, much appreciate, old dog. We just had to show this Okie Dokie who's boss, you know, like. He thought he had it, couldn't handle it. Don't know what to tell him. But I think like what really got us this game right was that like we had the chance to set up the cosmic powers, and once that was the case, it was like, all right, so what do they really do? Like, What do they actually do to beat this? So yeah, high horsepower again, makes sense. Yeah, GG's. So we were able to save our Terra and everything. If we really needed to, we could have gone for like an early Terra, but there was just no reason to in really any case. But like, if we were for some reason in threat of a high horsepower crit, like saving the bug Terra after we got rid of Hello, like it helps. It does help. So I'll keep going just because, you know, I appreciate you. But I'm probably going to stop after like 1 or 2 more. Yoshi. Alright, so this is scary. So, the thing that I'm realizing about games like this is that I don't have a good last option versus this team, right? Like, if I bring Calyrex, I'm kind of at the mercy of Incineroar in a lot of options, or in a lot of cases. If I bring Rillaboom, I like have the Terra, but I'm Water Terra. If I bring Suicune, I have Suicune versus Miraidon, right? So, like, it feels like I should bring Calyrex just to bring Calyrex, but they have a good, like, they have Incin, so it's pretty much just that. And they have Trick Room, so. Yeah, I don't know if we can beat this. That works for me. I accept. It's always interesting around these parts, I swear. Yeah, so they just dunk on Grim, which I don't love. We go for Cosmic Power. And then like, we basically have to bring out Urshifu, right? Yeah, so I should just lose. Like, literally just that play should lose me the game. What do you think here? So, if I let them take my Urshifu, I'm actually in a kind of good position. I can go for Sucker Punch, Sludge Bomb. And now I'm in a bad position. The darkest lariat. They broke out the darkest lariat. Alright, Astral Barrage. Cosmic Ride. It's fun. They get a double protect. Come on, man. That level of chicanerosity is not appreciated. So let's be honest, like, with Calyrex Ice in the back, this is gonna be difficult. With a capital T. With Calyrex Ice in the back, sorry. I don't think we win this. So, like, to be honest, that double protect was very bad for me. So, the reason why we should lose this now is that I basically just have to click recover stall and hope that I can like get away with it. And that, yeah, see, it's just too much. So this goes back to the problem that I originally pointed out about the team, which is that like I didn't have a good fourth option. It would have had to be like Suicune, basically. So what we're really saying is like we need something in the Suicune slot that helps us deal with these kind of matchups if we want to optimize the team. I'm not saying Suicune's bad. I'm just saying like it is Suicune. So what was the problem? The problem was definitely kind of Incineroar, let's be honest. So we do need something that deals with Incineroar. That's partly why, you know, Urshifu makes sense, I guess. Urshifu Water. Krogerpon is a Pokemon. Primarina, no. Just kind of how I feel. Like it's interesting, but no. We have Life Orb Calyrex. But with that being said, like, we could use Landorus. Iron Hands could help. Iron Hands could help for sure. I'm leaning towards something a little faster than Iron Hands right now. But Iron Hands would be better into Calyrex Ice than Landorus. So, like, yeah, Iron Hands is definitely an option. I just like my Assault Vest Rillaboom. So I tend not to run Iron Hands and Rillaboom on the same team. Not that I can't do Citrus Berry Hands like I could. So let's see here. So with this, I'm considering whether or not I want to run like a Soft Sand Landorus or I want to run a Scarf Landorus. I feel like Soft Sand makes sense. If we don't have a fire Pokemon, Entei could also be good. And in fact, Entei might be the play. I like Entei. Entei stands up well in these type of formats, you know, like it kind of just stays decent. Yeah, so if not soft sand Landorus, we could do Choice Band Entei. Choice Band Entei has Stone Edge, Sacred Fire, Extreme Speed, all the jazz, all the good stuff. Started hearing snoring for a second, and I was like, where's that snoring coming from? Oh, it's the dogs. I do pity the Fazand, you know, sometimes I pity the Fazand. Alright, cool. Let's try that. And it is getting late. That's really kind of the one reason I don't want to keep playing after this match. But I know if I did just switch to the Terapagos team, I would just start winning. So, like, yeah. Terapagoat for me. It is the Terapagoat for me. I'm just so comfortable with the way it plays. Like, I don't know. I know it's like a long play, but it's bulky. It sets up. It turns off terrain and weather when you need it to. What more is there to like or need? Yeah, no. Alright, so this is scary. I do not love this. I feel like what I have to do here is start like Entei. The Jugulus is the thing that makes this weird, right? Like, the Jugulus kind of throws off the whole game plan. Because without Jugulus, I just start Calyrex, right? Like, I just start Calyrex and have a good time. Now, it's like I start Calyrex, but I need to be wary. Very wary. Also notice that we did not bring Rillaboom. These freaking B-hole free holes over here. I'll teach them. So, the plan here is do big damage and prosper. I wonder if they're gonna click protect. Yeah, this looks like a protectable moment. That's like kind of good for me, except for the fact that this Astral Barrage might not KO. If the Astral Barrage KOs, we're just like cooking. Alright, so we should just win. Like, that's pretty much his game right there. Yeah, GG's. You don't let Mushroom do mushroom things. Come on, mate. Come on, mate. Alright. So we will play one more with the Terapagos team because I like it so much. What? Yeah, I only played 3 matches and I won all 3, so whatever. Alright, Power of the Turtle, go! We'll see if we can turtle him. We'll see. One thing I will say about Reg I is I do not feel comfortable playing Trick Room in Reg I, like, at all. I know Lunala is good. We've, you know, pretty much got wrecked by one earlier, right? But, like, Lunala, Calyrex Ice, I don't know, man, like, they don't feel as easy for me to build around as I expect. But maybe it's just because I haven't been trying. Like, maybe I should try Trick Room. Maybe, like, is that a thing? Like, maybe I should actually just try Trick Room for, you know, once in a while. And I mean, historically speaking, I do like Trick Room. But, we've been kind of staving away from it a little. Huh. This is a weird game. Let me turn down my TV, because there's, like, some weird... I don't know how to describe it type of stuff. This dude's like yelling. It's like, maybe let's not do that. So I honestly kind of like leading these two with like Ogerpon and our boy Finbar in the back. Like, Raging Bolt could be good here. It's just the fact that Raging Bolt... what? If I lose, it's because I didn't bring Raging Bolt, I think is the way that I feel about this. Yeah. I like this. I have good plays. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm actually just gonna double attack to make sure I break the sash and get like decent damage. And yeah, so we go for Tailwind, we break the terrain, we get double damage, and there's less to worry about that. So Insane is no surprise. Insane was always coming. We should see Miraidon again. This is getting actually scary. Like, I don't guarantee anything at this point. We're kind of like itching into scary territory. So, what I think I can do to win this is Tailwind goes 3 turns, so we protect. We protect. We lock in Volt Switch again, which is really good for me. Calm Mind. Double protect. They go for the farting shot. Makes sense. So we're winning. I would say we're winning this one so far. Never mind. Okay, we might lose. So, the point that we're at now is, do I live a close combat? Cause like, I could have switched, right? I think I live 1 close combat. I'm almost positive I live. That might lose me the game. That right there might lose me the game. Yeah, so I live a close combat. I go for Terra Starstorm. Tailwind Peters. My controller has controller drift, so gotta take that in stride. We lose. I needed to bring out Chiyu second. Doesn't necessarily guarantee anything. I needed to switch. For Ogerpon. Like, even though this isn't over, this is like looking very bad, you know, so. So if I had switched... Did they just go for Dazzling Gleam? I know they didn't. Because if they did, that's like such a weird play. Alright. I mean... You won, so I'll give you that. What I could have done to put myself in a better position is... Let me think. I had the chance to go for Calm Mind right away. And go for Astral Barrage, Calm Mind, Protect Astral Barrage. It just didn't feel like the right play. So there is that. I typically don't just Terra Terapagos on turn 1 and attack. So like that was not an adjustment that I felt comfortable with, but it was one that felt like the right thing to do at the moment. We also... we would have gotten better use out of Raging Bolt than Shiyu. I do think that that's a thing. So here's the Scrafty team. Big fun. Big Scrafty energy. And I do indeed not know what to do versus this, so... Right. So we'll see. Mr. Lechonk. So again, like, we have a really weird matchup into this team. I'd like to say that this looks straightforward enough, right? But like technically I think my best play is to click Psychic here. I want to click Astral Barrage, so I think my best play is Psychic, mainly for the reason that they should click Volt Switch here, right? It doesn't mean that it's like my end-all be-all best. You know, I just feel like the damage would be good into Iron Hands right now. At least we have this turn to do this. So we get the Snarl. We get the Astral Barrage. It helps. It does help. We actually just crit Calyrex, so that's... I feel bad for them. It is what it is, you know? Can't really do anything about that. Yeah. Yeah. And they weren't even in a really good position either way. So it is what it is. But that will be it for the day. Thank you guys for tuning in. It is definitely late enough for me to go to bed for sure. So, you know, the teams have got some adjusting to the meta to do, as I also just need to kind of get used to playing again. So, like, I don't think this team at all felt uncomfortable, and like the last one was like we really had to fight for it and we didn't win, right? And then I do actually like where this team is getting. I just don't want to keep testing it right now. This is going to be a like come back to it next time type of thing. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next stream. Maybe we got something we can work with here. I think we definitely did with I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. But either way, yeah, hope you guys enjoyed and